Well, I'm shooting this on Saturday. Um, I'm picking up Blanca Monday afternoon around 5 o'clock from the vet. Um, I personally like to thank a lot of people who basically decided, by themselves to chip in and help me out in some ways, shapes, or forms, and we all truly appreciate that because this was, not that this was unexpected, I sort of knew it was coming, but not so soon, and really wasn't prepared for dealing with two situations at once. But I humbly thank everyone who decided to chip in a couple bucks and help us out here. It is vastly appreciated. I'm not the type of guy to sit here and do a begathon, because, dogs are my responsibility. What happened was, I'll just give you the rundown where it started. It started like the first week in April. I was walking Boots around the block and she started favoring her front leg. So, of course, I went home and immediately called the vet. We went down there and she was x-rayed and it wound up that she was just loaded with arthritis. So they gave me some pain meds and sent her home. Well, that night she couldn't get up. And now we're getting into close to Easter Sunday. So, again, I woke up. She couldn't get up after I spent the night on the floor with her. I brought her down, and the whole thing was I couldn't get her up. So basically I had to put a bath towel underneath her and basically hold her up while I walked her to the car and hoisted her in the car. Dog's over 70 pounds. So that was the second trip. It was ascertained that basically she would have to get a shot once a month for $106. Whether this shot was going to work or not, I had no idea. All I know is I spent 2 nights on the floor with her, listened to her whimper and pain and shit like that, and that just fucking killed me here. So I went for the shot. Within 24 hours of the shot, she was up and walking. Okay, that's fine. Well, Blanca had a cyst on her tail and a few other cysts, but 2 really big ones on the back of her neck. I knew sooner or later shit was going to have to happen, but it happened sooner because she came in one day wagging her tail all kinds of happy, whacked it on the back door, and the cyst exploded. Of course, I freak out, try to bandage it again, call the vet, run down emergency thing. Dealing with, I think, a Dr. Turner, I think it was, who basically told me that, she has golden retriever in her, golden retriever American bulldog, and golden retrievers are prone to cysts. So she'd cleaned it up and said, I got to make, a decision sooner or later that, the only cure for the whole thing is to amputate the tail. Because she had a growth further on up from when I got her, which was changing. So came back here, had to think it out, figuring maybe I could forestall this thing, but then it opened up again. So I made the decision basically to put her down there, have the tail removed, have the 2 big cysts removed, and a dinger taken off her eye. Again, this has been highly emotional for me because I adopted Boots 13 years ago. I adopted Blanca 9 years ago. They've been with me all this time through thick and thin. And people just, if you don't own a dog and you're not into dogs, you're not going to understand what these dogs mean to people. And basically my 2 dogs were rescues. And have I made mistakes? Yeah, I have. If I had to add up the vet bills just for Boots, you're probably talking over the course of 13 years, maybe $50K. $50K would buy a lot of toys, but it can't buy what these dogs have given me, unconditional love. Because when there was no one else around, during the pandemic and those things, that was all I had. So, like I said before, I'm not going to go to extraordinary means to keep these dogs going for my own satisfaction. It's all about their quality of life. And as long as their quality of life is fine, it's okay, no matter what it costs me, because this isn't cheap. It's going to cost me $106 a month to keep Boots going. Blanca has allergies because white dogs get these allergies. And her medication's $3 a day. So you do the math. So it isn't easy, and I'm going to say something here that, if you're thinking of getting a dog, maybe what you should do first is foster a dog if you've never had one before, because a lot of these shelters are full. they're overfull. Because a lot of people adopted dogs during the pandemic and can't take care of them now, so they dump them off at a shelter, which is a fucked up thing to do in my estimation. I worked at a shelter for 3 years and I saw the absolute worst in people and how they treat their animals. That's how I got Blanca, because she was abused. So I'm going to put this out here right now. If you're not, the $200 or $300 you would pay to rescue a puppy, or the close to $1,000 you would pay to get a pedigreed dog, just multiply that by $50,000. Because if you're not ready to shell that amount out over a period of 10 years, you shouldn't get a dog. And if you can't afford to feed your dog the right food, and I don't mean crap like Old Roy, I mean stuff like Iams and Rachel Ray and stuff like that, don't get a dog. And if you do get a dog, be really careful of the chew toys you use, because Nyla Bones crack teeth. Boots had cracked 2 of her rear molars and had to get them extracted years ago. Soup bones are not good either. I mean, the dogs love to chew on them, but in chewing on them, they're cracking and breaking their teeth. So get soft chew stuff. Don't get this crap that the pet stores are giving you, because a lot of the pet stores just sell shit. And going by reptiles, about 75% of stuff that's marketed to reptiles just doesn't work. When you see dried bugs in a jar, that ain't what reptiles eat. They eat live bugs because they get the moisture out of them. So a lot of this stuff, you got to really weed through it. And like I say, if you're not ready to basically take care of this dog no matter what, please don't adopt one. I've seen more horrible shit at pet shelters of reasons why people drop them off because they do this thing without thinking. And you shouldn't do that. And I'm going to do something I usually don't do. I'm going to plug my vet. Avon Lake Animal Clinic in Avon Lake, Ohio, 124 Miller Road, 440-933-5297. These people have been fantastic with me. I mean, I'm probably an annoyance. I'm down there all the time. But if I needed to get in there real quick, they got me in there real quick. All the vets there are top notch. And they're not going to try to upsell you. They care about the animals deeply and take care of them. And I got nothing but good things to say about them. And I know I'm getting the best value for my money. It was my choice to leave Blanca there till Monday because physically, I can't do it anymore. And emotionally, I can't do it anymore. And the last time she had surgery, I was back 7 times. So, again, I thank everybody who helped me out. Like I said, it's really hard for me to ask for help because I'm not built that way. But I truly appreciate what everybody did for me. I truly appreciate, the care and kindness I got from Avon Lake Animal Clinic. And I'll pick her up on Monday because I'm shooting this on Saturday. And hopefully everything will go right for maybe, next few months or something like that. I don't know. When you're dealing with older dogs, anything can happen. And like I said, they're all I got right now. They're my life. I love them to death, and they give me something that I can't get anywhere else, unconditional love. And that, my friends, is well worth whatever the fuck I had to pay out for them. So until next show, again, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your support. And we will catch you on the flip side. So above all, stay safe and take care of your pets.